The Quack Quiz, proudly brought to you by Dis-Chem, pharmacists who care.
It is time for the Quack Quiz now, and we're talking sleep, something you do every night, and everyone, well, at least everyone over the age of 6 enjoys sleep. Without it, we feel a bit wobbly because our Z's affect everything from our mood to our quality of life. But simply because you hit the hay nightly doesn't mean you know all there is to know about sleep. So do the Quack Quiz with us now and see how much you do really know. I've got Sunny in studio with me. I have no idea how much you sleep or if you ever sleep because of all you're doing, the production and the presenting.
Not enough, Michael. I'm trying my hand behind the scenes as a producer, as a script writer. I'm directing content. Everywhere I go, every single holiday is now a photo opportunity or an opportunity for a link.
Look, South Africa's looking at you going, what are you doing behind the scenes? You should be in front of camera all the time.
Well, I am in front right now, but I'm practicing for when this face falls apart, as it does with age, and not enough sleep, because that's one thing that I don't get enough of.
How much are you getting lately?
During the course of the past 7 days, I average about 4 hours per night, which
so you
is
just
not good.
blown the whole theory of beauty sleep because...
I love my sleep. I love my beauty sleep.
Okay. All right, Cindy, you're ready. First question. Sleep is the subject. Eating which of these before bedtime helps to improve your shut-eye? Milk or nuts?
Well, I always grew up thinking glass of warm milk, so let's go with that one.
You are so right. Milk and cookies, in fact, if you want to be, accurate. In fact, the best bedtime snack is one that has both complex carbs, protein, and some calcium. So there you go. Milk and cookies, a good start. Driving when tired is okay, as long as you take regular breaks, or equally as dangerous as drunk driving, something you would know nothing about.
Ooh, it's quite a tough one, because all the ads advise you take breaks if you're going to be driving for quite a while, but I think falling asleep behind the wheel, you might as well have been drinking. You're swerving and veering off the road just as much.
You started by saying that's a tough one, and I know she knows the answer. There's this calm, collected, I know what the answer is.
Look, Michael, you're asking me those kind of questions where it's like, can I just choose all of the above? Because it all makes sense to me.
Driving drowsy is equally as dangerous as driving drunk. I mean, it's insane. In fact, according to studies, driving while drowsy is similar to driving with a blood alcohol level that is above the limit. And while alcohol slows your reflexes, if you fall asleep at the wheel, you have no reflexes. So why does your partner snore when sleeping on their back? Is it gravity that makes their throat floppy, or is it gravity that collapses their chest slightly?
I'm leaning more towards collapsing the chest. I don't know if the esophagus really...
Esophagus, oh, we've got a medical student here potentially.
Sorry, I meant the throat.
Throat? Really good. So what is it, floppy throat, floppy chest?
I'd say I'd lean more towards floppy chest.
It's actually floppy throat.
Is it?
Would you believe? Yeah, when you sleep, when you kind of relax, the muscles of your throat relax, your tongue falls backward, and your throat becomes narrow and floppy and creates that snoring sound. All right, besides being a great band, what happens during REM sleep?
Rocking music, man.
Yeah, I like that. Brainwaves show the least activity during REM, or brainwaves show the same activity as when you're awake?
I'd like to think the least activity, because I'm hoping my brain is getting a little bit of rest.
Yeah. The truth is, during REM sleep, it's almost as though you are awake. Yeah,
why is that?
Crazy. It just is like that. I mean, it's a period of sleep when the brainwaves can speed up to the levels matching those when you're awake, and it's when most dreaming happens. And you should have about sort of 20 to 25% of your sleep should be REM, because it's restful sleep, even though you're wide awake. Fascinating.
Wow.
All right, counting sheep. Do you count sheep?
No, I don't.
All right, counting fans is probably what you do, and Twitter followers. All right, but let's talk counting sheep. Do you think counting sheep helps when you're trying to fall asleep? True or false?
Well, look, I'm a mathematician or an accountant, so counting for me keeps my brain awake. I don't know about everybody else. Okay. It doesn't help me fall asleep.
You're right, false. Counting sheep doesn't help at all. In fact, as you said, it kind of gets boring, and because you're sort of counting sheep, your mind starts wanting to work, and you stay awake, so forget counting sheep. I like that. Humans' biological clocks have how many daily periods of sleepiness, natural periods of sleepiness? 2 a day or 3 a day?
I get 1 a day, which is round about lunchtime. After lunch, I want to have a little siesta. But I'd lean more towards 2.
You're
Hopefully
right.
normal people have 2.
You're right, and normal people do. I mean, it's that natural sort of from midnight to 7 is the sleepy period, but then, as you rightly pointed out, between 1 and 3 is the other sort of slightly less awake.
So I'm not weird
You're
for
absolutely
needing an
normal.
afternoon
Yeah.
nap.
Well, imagine if every normal person looked like you, Cindy. That would be amazing. Yeah. Which of the following are possible symptoms of sleep deprivation? Weight gain or nightmares? Oh, did you see that? I hope we got the close-up of that eyebrow going up. Man.
I
That
was
fantastic.
on the
saw
scale
that.
this morning
Oh, really?
after another 4 nights of sleeping. So maybe weight gain. Let's blame the lack of sleep on my weight gain.
I don't see any weight gain, but you're right. Lack of sleep and weight gain go hand in hand. Isn't that fascinating? Affects hormones, all sorts of things, but I see by your nodding, you kind of know that already. So
It makes me cranky, and when I'm cranky, the whole world just goes down
I
the
can't
drain.
imagine you cranky, Sid. If you're having trouble falling asleep, what should you do? Stay in bed and concentrate on relaxing, or wait 50 minutes and get up and do something else?
I usually try and stay in bed and try and force the sleep to come, but that never works for me, so let's go with option B.
You're right again. Get up, do something. I say if after 50 minutes you don't fall asleep, get up and do something kind of calming and relaxing. You want to associate your bed with sleep, not with lying there trying to fall asleep. Okay, which of these sleeping positions is best for preventing neck and back pain and reducing acid reflux? And of course I'm going to ask you what position you sleep in, but is it either side lying or sleeping on your stomach? Which would be better?
I sleep mostly on my side, which I do experience a bit of tension in the neck sometimes. I haven't tried sleeping on my stomach much. Maybe
well, I
that's
wouldn't.
that's the answer. No.
No, you were right. Stay with your original. Side sleeping is far better.
But as I said, I do experience a bit of neck tension when I sleep on the side. So I thought
Then your pillow's a little
the
thin,
one.
so I would get a thicker pillow, but side lying definitely better than lying on
Is
your
that the
stomach.
best one?
It is. Is there such a thing as too much sleep, Sydney? Is it never? That's crazy talk, or yes, you can have too much of a good thing?
You can have too much of a good thing. I've noticed that when it comes to weekends, the weekends that I'm free and I don't have anything to do, I'll sleep for maybe 12, 13, 14. Don't tell my mother this.
Okay.
I pushed it to 16 hours once because
Wow.
I'd had
Alright.
a really, really rough week. But then that messes with my body clock, and then everything after that is just so much weirder. It doesn't really help much.
You are right again. Too much of a good thing can be bad. And well
Thank
done.
you so
Very
much.
impressive what you know about sleep. Now
Thank
just
you.
sleep more. Put that into practice. Huh?
Practice what you preach. Thank you very much, Chuck.
How much you scored on the Quack Quiz is not as important as how much sleep you're getting. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, Cindy. So, but remember, if you have got some unanswered questions about your health, any questions, don't lose any more sleep over it. Download the Hello Doctor app and chat to our doctors online right now for absolutely nothing.
The Quack Quiz, proudly brought to you by Dis-Chem, pharmacists who care.